So Chess, along those lines of, becoming more aware and more present in our life, I mean, it's not really an easy path, is it?
Well, that's right. That's right, and that can often be a misconception, and a real disappointment to a lot of people who bring their intention to their attention, bringing intention to, I want to be more attentive, I want to be more aware, I want to be more present to actually what's happening, and to have even stated intentions. I want to be more loving, more tolerant. I want to calm the monkey mind. All these different things that should bring, like if I do this, it should bring peace, right? And the disappointment for a lot of people is that one of the very first things we encounter when we bring our awareness to presence is we encounter what's actually happening. We encounter our shadow. So if I were to just ask myself, or intend to, I want to be more tolerant, more loving. The very first thing I'm going to encounter are all the ways that I'm not tolerant and loving. I want to calm my monkey mind. The very first thing I'm going to encounter are all the ways that the monkey mind does not want to be calm. It just brings our awareness to the topic, to the condition. And when we bring our awareness to the condition, we see what we want, and we see all the ways that we're not that. So it can be really hard. I mean, people all the time will speak to what's going on. My life actually feels harder and more difficult and more rocky. And I thought this was supposed to, give me like this instant path to bliss and happiness and ease. And all it really does is it gives us a path to presence and truth. What's really happening.
So is that struggle temporary?
Well, yes and no. We learn how to be okay with it because we recognize it by witnessing, by being with what's actually happening, the truth of the matter. Then those things will typically begin to pass because we're not suppressing them. We're not holding them at arm's length. Because how can we work with something and allow something to pass that we're holding at arm's length? So we don't hold it at arm's length. We let ourselves be present with it. It can be really uncomfortable. But by bringing our attention to it, our love to it, our understanding to it, our compassion to it, and easing our judgment around it, then it starts to release. It starts to relax. We relax around it. It relaxes and begins to pass. But then we'll have another threshold. We'll have another edge that says, okay, so now I want to bring my awareness to this other part of me that's expanding into, we're always becoming. We're being and we're becoming. And in that becoming journey, we're always coming up against edges. And at those edges, we have to face all the ways that we're not, whatever this thing is that we'd like to engender more of. So Rumi has a beautiful quote, and I don't know if I'll get this exactly right, but it's basically, your task is not to seek for love, but your task is to seek and see all the ways that you've built up barriers against it. Right? The love is already there. It's already there. But if we really want to be in it and allow it, then we have to see and recognize and witness and be honest and truthful about all the ways that we block it. And that can hurt. That can really be scary.
Right.
Yeah.
But people do it because it's a much better place. Yes?
Yeah. 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 People do it because they recognize that that's the freedom. The freedom is to allow and witness and not judge any aspect of ourself that shows up. Because it has no bearing on who we are. Who we are is already infinite, already precious, perfect, loving, whole, expansive. When we only see ourselves as a small egoic state, then we cannot like what we see because we believe that it tells the world and us something about ourselves. And all it's doing is it's just pointing to a conditioned state of being. And so to be able to witness that conditioned state of being without thinking that we are that allows us then to let it go and move beyond it. So people do it because really it allows them the freedom to expand into the truth of who they are. And in order to do that, we have to recognize all the ways that we're constricted.